Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm especially appreciating my old-time subscribers and the new subscribers. You are highly welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for sticking by, and make sure to hit on the subscribe button if you have not subscribed yet, and make sure to turn on the notification bell so that you will be the first to be notified when next I post a video. On today's tutorial, I'll be going straight to sleeve variations. So what we are doing today is a pointy sleeve, and for you to do that you need your basic pattern like this. You need your pattern to draft out your pointy sleeve. So you need your pattern. This is the front pattern and this is the back pattern. You have to draft and trace them out like this. And here is the main pattern. I draft out this pattern from this. So from this main pattern you can see that I have already done my shoulder tightening. I've already done the bust dart. So all these processes have already been done, and then I trace it out to get this. If you don't know how to draft your basic bodice block like this, let me know in the comment section if you need me to do another video tutorial for this. And afterwards, you have to also draft your basic sleeve pattern like this. From your basic sleeve, you have to make sure to identify from your pattern, label your back and the front. It's very, very important. Can you see? This is my front sleeve and this is the back, so it's very important that you label it because you will need it. So draft it out like this, and then we'll start the alteration. And one thing I want you to understand is that after drafting it out and after tracing out your pattern, make sure to measure your round armhole to make sure it matches up. Like this is my front pattern. I'll only measure the front like so to get to this midpoint to make sure it matches up, and I'll do same for the back. Make sure everything matches up. So let's get started. So first of all, I would like to lay my pattern on top of a fresh paper like this, and I would like to pin it down. That order, just pin your pattern down like this, and then we're trying to mark this middle line. This line T, we are trying to extend it further, so mark it out like this. Now with your tape measure, starting from this place, go down by 2 inches. So this is my 2 inches here. I would like to rule a line across like so. Alright, here's my 2 inches. So from this 2 inches, you will now determine the length of your pointy. So from here, I'll be measuring 5 inches. I only want 5 inches. Remember that you can do more. So this is it here. I'll mark my 5 inches. Now, starting from this point, I'll connect this point to meet up with this point. I'll connect this point to also meet up with this point. Now, so with your ruler, make sure that the 2 points are connected properly. And I'd like to connect this part too. Alright, so here is the pointy sleeve. So I would like to start plotting it on the pattern now. So I would like to start with the back pattern. So this is my back pattern. I'll bring in my back pattern, and then I would like to put a paper underneath it. So I would like to tape it down as well. So next thing I'll do is, remember this point that we stopped, right? I would like to measure the remaining thing we have here at a starting point. So from this point, I would like to measure what I have left to complete my sleeve, and I have 2.5. Now, I'll come from this part, starting from this tip, I'll measure my 2.5, like so. This is that point, 2.5, I'll mark it down. Now, I'm going to connect this point to the tip of my shoulder. You see, next thing I'd like to do is to get the midpoint of this line, and I would like to divide. So here is the midpoint. I would like to rule it out. Next, I'll measure my 5 inches. Remember, what we measured out here is 5 inches, and that is what we'll measure to make sure it corresponds. So I'll place my 5-inch mark here, and I will mark this point. So this is where my 5 inches stops. Now I'm going to connect this point to this point. I'll connect this point to this tip point. So we have it. I'll cut it out now, and then we'll do for the front. And here is our back with the pointy sleeve. Next, we are going to do the front pattern. So here is my front pattern. I would like to place a paper underneath it like so. Remember the rules. Pin it down so that it stays. Mask it down so that it does not shift while we get a correct and perfect markings. I'm going to measure from here to the end of my sleeve. Okay, we have 2.5 as well. So I would like to take that measurement from here. And this is it. My 2.5 is here. So next I'll connect this point to this point. I would like to measure, and this is my midpoint. So I'm going to mark a straight line from that midpoint Now, having marked my line like this, I'll also like to measure my 5 inches. I'll put a mark at that 5 inches mark. So next I'll be connecting this point to my 5 inches mark. I'll connect this one to my 5 inches mark. Have it. I would like to trim it out now. And here we have our front, and our pattern is actually ready. Now, one thing I like to do for sure is to measure to make sure that it's corresponding, because afterwards you cannot transfer to fabric like this. All you just need to add the necessary allowances, to sew them and join them up. So I like to measure my shoulders to make sure that the front shoulder and the back shoulder actually aligns. I'll come over here and measure what I have here in my front, and I'll measure the same thing at my back. You can see it's actually the same thing, it matches up. Now another thing you can also do as well is to measure up this sleeve part, and also measure it on the sleeve head to make sure they are, you don't have any excess or anything to cut out. Okay, so now if you have watched up to this part, my dear soulmate, I will beg you to subscribe to my channel, please, so that you'll be part of my soul family. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you will be the first to be notified when I post another video. Okay, thank you so much if you have watched up to this point. I actually appreciate you, and if you have anything you want to ask, any necessary, just drop it on the comment section and I'll definitely get back to you. Okay, all right, this matches. This is the front, and the front is matching. So let's check the back. So this is what I actually do anyway. So I've measured the back now, and this is the back side here. It's always necessary for you to check so that you do every necessary alterations and correction, okay, matches up, before you transfer to fabric. Okay, all right, so this is our pattern all set. You can see, so it's ready. You can now go ahead. Is how to sew it, because everything matches up. So you're going to sew on this part, and this remaining one finishes it on this side, and then for the front it also goes that way, while our shoulder comes up like this. You get, so everything is set. So go out and try this. Go and grab this pattern. Let's make a toil of it, and let's see how it fits. Okay, do not forget that you can as well put structure on this part of your sleeve, face it, and so it can be able to stand. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in my next video, where I'll be doing another beautiful alteration to our basic sleeve. Thank you so much. I love you all. Bye.